Governor Wike's crisis with Atiku did not begin during the PDP presidential primaries of 2022 because way back in 2020, at the time when Atiku was seriously considering retirement until his children literally, in his own words, forced him to run again, I was having a conversation via email with Atiku. I was complaining about the pulling down of a hotel for breaching COVID protocols in Port Harcourt by Governor Wike. I felt that behavior was confounding to me. Atiku had told me when the conversation went towards the presidential politics that, in his estimation, Wike will be a lame duck by 2022 because, in his own words, Wike cannot match him money for money because Wike will be saving up money for his retirement. There's nothing Wike was ever going to do that would have sat right with Atiku, especially because Atiku's cabal fear that Wike's strong personality will be a problem for them if they want to control him. And sure, they will want to control him because, after all, they have control over their own master. Now you are going to like this one. Governor Okowa of Delta State is Atiku's running mate for vice president. Prince Olatunji Olusoji is Okowa's senior special advisor on special duties. He's a party-loving man and spends his money on Atiku's campaign. But you can see from his WhatsApp chats and phone conversations with me that he does not want Atiku and Okowa to win. He uses very strong words like Okowa must perish. He describes Atiku as being desperate, a betrayer, and deceitful. Prince Olatunji is angry about the looting of the resources of Delta State to fund Atiku's desperation. He goes on to assert very strongly that Governor Okowa, his employer, paid a bribe of $5 million to a certain General Gusau, who, along with the PDP chairman Ayu, went around to meet some notable people in Nigeria to ensure that Okowa, rather than Governor Wike, emerged as, the VP candidate of the party. Listen very carefully to his words, read carefully his messages, and understand the true state of mind of genuine Atiku followers and supporters who are still within that system. Olusoji is not an ex-aide or a former aide like myself. He is a currently serving aide who is angry about both injustice, about corruption, and the likes. Will you also accuse him of having collected 200 million from some other opponent? Will he be called a blackmailer as well? Listen to the genuineness of his anger and understand the true state of mind of a lot of other Atiku supporters and aides, whose testimonies I will also be putting out in the sequel to this episode.
Atiku say no get money again. They say not get the kind of money to take contest election now. What the shit? They say not get money this time to run this election. It's broke. But why Atiku go the fight Wike? Who are the Atiku's advisors? Okay, bro, see, now Okowa and Ayu name is leader. Okowa and Ayu, especially Ayu. Okowa is using Ayu to do the damage. But the damage will be for all of them now. The entire party loses, not be all of them lose. You know what happened? Before the primaries, Okowa and Ayu went round. Ayu carried Okowa. Okowa went to they gave General Gusau $5 million. Wow. So General Gusau went to work on IBB. Okay. IBB and General Gusau, IBB and General Gusau were the ones who imposed Okowa on Atiku. Okay. Yes, yeah. They were the ones. You know, see, as Wiki disgrace Atiku. Yes, no. I support Wiki. I stand with Wiki. And in the say Atiku they lie. He expose Atiku the way Atiku they talk lie. Atiku they lie. Yeah, he finish Atiku. Yes, no. Atiku knows about the plot. He was just going to deceive Wiki. Wiki don't disgrace our public now. You say your governor don't carry state enter debt, and he's saying collect loan of 140 billion over Atiku matter. His total amount of loan he don't collect now almost 250 billion. Jesus. Almost 250 billion he don't collect. On this Atiku matter. Tell the sponsor Atiku.
Atiku say no get money again. Don't bro.
They say not get the kind of money to take contest election.
What a shame. How would Nigeria get better? And like you rightly said in your message to me at that time, you said Atiku will not appoint people based on competence because he has made promises to different people.
Of course.
So how is he going to make the country work? How?
We are not going anywhere.
I won't lie to you. I don't see you people winning this election. You will not win this election.
They look for money. They want to live like now their papa election. They want to extort people.
Yes.
Praise people.
No.
This is a papa extortion. They are story full everywhere.
Kai. Bro. This
They are story everywhere for town. They are story everywhere in Abuja. People don't know them.
Very crazy.
They don't know them. So they want to extort people. Use their papa election to make money.
Atiku's daughter Hawa also goes ahead to let me into the most sinister part of that family that lies behind the facade and most people do not know. Quite scary. She reminds me that her father is still a very ruthless Fulani man who, once he decides to deal with anybody, will do so mercilessly. And so she threatens that if Atiku wins the presidency, he will, whip, her own words, Governor Wike into shape, into line, into submission. The other things she said, I can't put out here in very good conscience. But this should be enough to give you insight, a little, no matter how infinitesimal, into the minds of these people and how they work. Do you want this in Aso Rock?
Especially somebody like that who has who knows the capacity. She will make because let's not forget of course.
Finally, and again you will love this one even better, are the words of Atiku's own daughter, Hawa Atiku Ikueze, who says to me clearly her father's desperate philosophy that money is the be-all and end-all in politics. Atiku believes that his money will win him the presidency. She also, states very clearly that her father just does not get it, that money cannot buy genuine followership. And this coming from a girl who herself is as desperate as the word desperate in capital letters. I am not the one who said this. Atiku's own daughter said this. Will you also accuse Atiku's daughter of having collected 200 million? Will you call her a blackmailer as well? Hear her very words and understand the mindset of the person who would have you elect him to become president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's never about the money, but he doesn't understand.
He doesn't get it, man.
Money is important.
Money is important to get things done.
Yes.
But it's not important to inspire followership. If money was important, Daddy would have been the president of this country twice over.
Yes. That's the point.
That is the point. He doesn't seem to get it. He does not seem to get it.
True.
You think it's only about money? Go and ask Daddy. Why is he still facing problem? Out of all the contenders that have contended for the office of the president of Nigeria, nobody even had the kind of money Daddy. Obasanjo has come and gone. Eradua has come and gone. Jonathan has come and gone. This one now is here doing his nonsense. Which one did they have more than Daddy?
That's the truth.
Which money did they have more than Daddy?
That's the truth.